Welcome back to another episode of Excuse My Grandma. It's Kim and my co-host,
Grandma Gail.
How you doing after Thanksgiving?
Well, I'm sort of feeling like a little bit of a turkey. We ate a lot. Mm-hmm. My pants were a little tight. You were right. You can't wear tight pants on Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah. But you know what? Can I just say one thing? Everyone's like saying how full they are and whatever. Like, I didn't eat. Like, I eat more on other days of the week. I feel like I ate less because it was like.
No, but didn't you eat? Well, maybe you didn't eat the desserts. I had the.
Yeah, but I feel like I always have dessert.
Oh, I don't ever have dessert. So no, I thought it was delicious. Actually, I must say this was we went out to the Hamptons, and the weather was glorious up north. So where we are, so it was a beautiful, beautiful day. It was about close to 50. What was fun was Poppy and I did something we've never done before. We went on the jitney. At 10 o'clock in the morning.
You've never gone on the jitney?
We've never. Well, I have, but Poppy hasn't.
Okay.
So this was an experience. We got on the jitney. He loved it. First of all, he reserved his seat, so he sat in the third seat.
This is like so giving me simple life. You're I went.
I'm telling you, we made friends on the jitney.
Okay.
And he had a conversation for 2.5 hours with another family.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's so nice.
And then, of course, sitting behind me happened to have been someone you went to high school with. Yeah. He was a nice young man.
Yeah.
And he was so sweet. And so we had like a holiday party on the
bus. Oh, wow.
Before we got there, we were spreading good cheer.
That's nice.
And we got, of course, we got to the stop. There was no traffic because I think everybody
went before.
Yeah. They all went out either on Tuesday or Wednesday. And so we went Thursday morning, and it was so easy. Mm-hmm. And then I watched everybody cook. So that was an experience.
That's exhausting to watch.
That was exhausting. Yeah. Between your mom making a delicious, which turned out to be absolutely great, her corn pudding. That was excellent.
Yeah. Well, so my uncle,
he was in the basement. He
did the fried turkey. What's it called? Deep fried turkey.
Yeah, and I thought it was delicious.
You can't. It doesn't actually taste fried.
No, it doesn't. It tastes like a regular turkey, but it was fascinating. I said it was too big a turkey. I mean, we only could even eat with 12 people.
Right.
We ate a quarter of it. It took no time, an hour and a half, to do that tremendous turkey. It was really, I thought it was terrific.
I guess I don't remember saying this, but apparently the last podcast or something that we did, I was I don't want that
you don't
turkey.
Like the idea of
and
the fried.
Someone told him that.
And he got insulted.
And he was like, he brought the turkey in, and he's like, everyone can have this except Kimberly. And I was like, why? I didn't even remember what I said.
That's why you have to be careful what you say.
I mean, I don't think he's actually offended.
No, of course not. Of course not. So we had a great time. Everybody.
It was nice to all be together, I thought.
It was very, very nice.
We're usually together. It's not like we haven't seen each other. I feel like I see everyone.
No, we all see each other, but sometimes my son is not, and his children are up north, and when we've been in Florida the last few years, and we sometimes Zoom them, which it loses. I know definitely. That some families have to do that, and it's fine, but it's so much nicer when everybody's around one table.
And I guess nothing really went wrong, and no one fought.
Well,
the only thing I would say is my dog had a little anxiety attack.
Tell what happened.
I don't want to out my baby, but basically she got really terrified of the wood floors, and she's had this since she was a baby. She's only in the Hamptons. She's has a little anxiety over one part of the wood floor, but suddenly when everyone came over, she decided that it was that game of hot lava. You can only be on the carpet to get from place to place.
So we had to pick this big tremendous dog up every time she wanted to move. She wouldn't go on the floor.
You know what? I think she honestly, sometimes when I get stressed, she gets stressed, and I think we just go off. It was just not a good weekend for me, and I think she was in the same place, and I think we were just vibing off of each other.
All right, well, if that's the excuse, I just think she's maybe got a cuckoo gene there somewhere along the way. I never saw a dog, but if somebody knows what to do with a dog who doesn't like on wood floors, maybe you can email Kim, because it's something that's very interesting. I'm sure this dog is not the only dog in the world that's afraid to walk. She walks on marble floors, and she walks on wood floors in the city. This has to be something that they must put on the floor out east that she
I don't know.
Doesn't
can't talk about it anymore.
Whatever it was, that was the only trauma we had.
Yeah. What did you wear? Tell the people.
I wore, what did I wear? I wore a blue and white striped sweater that I wore. I came out dressed. I put a little makeup on in
Since
the
you left
afternoon.
the city,
At 10
got on the
o'clock.
jitney, you were wearing your Thanksgiving outfit.
Correct. I
Yeah.
did not change.
Got it.
I decided to make a day of it in the outfit. It was
Yeah.
just fine.
Yeah.
And you, of course, said to me on TikTok, "What are you wearing on your shoes?" I said, "I'm wearing my sneakers." We didn't really dress. We dressed casually.
Yeah, I mean,
Everybody
I was just hanging
casual.
out at the house, but you helped me pick out an outfit. I just wore like a red or maroon.
It was pretty. It was
turtleneck.
festive with little pockets, and it looked cute.
Yeah, which I've had for years from Club Monaco, but it was like a good color for Thanksgiving.
And I think what's happening is everything old is looking good again. I've got sweaters now that I put on sometimes for you. Are always filming me all over the place, and
Mm-hmm.
people want to know where I got those sweaters. Some of them are 10 or 12 years old. They're not more. They're not
Right.
ruined, and they look good.
Yeah.
A sweater is a sweater. So if you don't have something on it that's only iconic to that one year, I think you can always wear a nice sweater. And
I don't know though, because I have a closet full of sweaters. And my friend Eliza, who also is my stylist and helps with a ton of Excuse My Grandma stuff, she doesn't think I have any good sweaters. She's
Well-
sitting in the room with us right now.
Well,
so-
I think what happens is your eye sometimes, if it goes from a narrow sweater, from a small sweater to an oversized, for a while
I
last.
think the style changes with sweaters.
Well, but mine doesn't.
yeah, because you have like designer sweaters.
Well, that could be.
But I think
that
with
could
any-
be. No, because I think if you buy a really good sweater, it should last a lifetime. You might not wear it all the time. You put it away,
Mm-hmm.
but it should be good enough that you can pull it out at any moment. And I do that.
Yeah. Okay, that's fair. I want to talk about our dating topic related to holidays, Thanksgiving, whatever. Do you think that what you can text someone you're seeing happy holidays, happy Thanksgiving, if it's only been 1 or 2 dates?
I don't think that's necessary. I first of all, 1 or 2 dates is like nothing. So it's really just a hello and goodbye date. If you're dating a month or so, or even maybe, and really dating, I don't mean 2 dates or 3 dates, but if you've really been seeing each other for a month or two, and you really like each other, but for some reason you're going to your family, he's going to his family, I think it would be nice to shoot over a text in the morning, or pick up the phone and call. I mean, you do have phones,
Yeah. But
and
like
you're
what-
always
yeah.
on them. So, I mean, you could pick it up and call as well. But just if you've gone out with a woman or a man once or twice, I don't think it's necessary.
Do you think it's also so? I see it's very common with myself and with others around the holidays that exes like to slide in because it's a perfect opportunity to say happy holidays, like hope you're well. What do you do when that happens?
If you ended on a good note with somebody, text them back or send back a note, you as well. Because you don't wish anyone to have a bad holiday or a bad life, if unless somebody stole money from you, or hit you over the head, God forbid. Be pleasant.
That's the deal breaker?
That would be the deal breaker if somebody
other
hit you.
things, maybe,
Well,
like-
not whatever. But I mean, if you parted on nice terms, if you did not part on pleasant terms, I don't see any, and he or she reaches out, I don't see any reason to answer. I there's no point to it.
I think I could not just not answer.
Okay, well, you're a better person than I am. No, over is over.
Right.
Over is over. Once something is finished, there's no point rehashing something. A second act is not going to happen. Most times when something breaks off, it's for the right reasons and because it wasn't meant to be. So there is really no point refreshing a relationship if you know it's not going anywhere. And it could be very heartbreaking for the other person as well, because unless you both amicably decided to end it, on the same level, but usually one person is more hurt than the other in a breakup. And why renew it? Why open old wounds? It's better off left alone. Holidays times are very difficult.
Any other things you're looking forward to?
Well, I'm looking forward to a lot of things. I came back to the city right after Thanksgiving, and I had a lovely dinner at a new Greek restaurant in my neighborhood, which I love. Anyone who it's a very low key Greek place on 83rd and Madison, called Maconian. I don't know why I'm giving him an ad, but it's terrific, and he's such a nice man. And Poppy, who normally doesn't, I always says I can't eat garlic. I can't have onions. I can't have this. He had the lamb shank with risotto. He said it was the best dinner he ever had, and I'm sure it had garlic and onions in it
Right, and he
completely.
claims he doesn't
And he
eat
claims it was
those
perfect.
things. Yeah.
But it was delicious, and we had really a nice weekend in the city. It was
I thought
lovely.
the city felt really empty.
Yeah, well, I like it like that. I like it like that. And of course, the men were all watching. I must say,
God, after this
how much
weekend-
football can a person watch?
Unless you own the team. Please
Well,
don't watch.
We don't.
Like, why are you watching like 4 days of your weekend and like you can't do anything else?
And I can't believe my grandson, who goes to Tulane, and they're almost in some big bowl game, I think. He wasn't. I'm watching the Tulane game now.
Yeah, Mom was too.
And I'm starting to laugh. I was thinking to myself, I'm out of college 50 or 60 years, and now I'm watching a thing, and he went to a different game. But he was watching it.
My brother was like, could you watch Housewives 4 nights in a row?
Well,
and I
that's
was
true.
like,
That's the same thing.
yeah, I actually could.
Right,
So I
so-
guess I mean, I think I would get sick of it though. 4 times, like your whole day. That's a lot.
No, I don't know. That's a lot. That's a lot.
Anyway, I also wanted to ask lastly, any Grandma Gail headlines of the week?
The headlines, of the week have been the same headlines since October 7th. So, I must say that every morning, Poppy and I get up early and we watch I-24 News, which is the Israeli channel, and we watch it, and with bated breath, we cannot believe what's been going on, and we just wish that all the hostages get out safely, and I also wish the Palestinians return to some normalcy. I mean, I'm not, Hamas is Hamas, where nobody wants them to exist after this war, but there are many wonderful Palestinians, and they deserve a good life too, and hopefully when this scourge is finally over, we'll have a 2-state solution perhaps, and but I can't even go that far. Right now, it's all about getting the young people and the old people out and safely. Just give the other thing that I'm going to say, and then I'm going to drop this subject. I'm very, very disappointed with some of the young people who have been acting up in protests. It's not, the closing down the Brooklyn Bridge and marching and burning flags in front of the library are not appropriate, or in front of the Historical Society in New York. And I'm a little upset with our mayor. Mayor Adams does lip service and then is not putting an end to this. There's no reason for it. I really just want to end on that. I'm just hoping all things will turn out well, and that people will come back safely to their families.
Yes. Thank you guys all for listening, and we'll see you soon.
Bye.